head coach Paul Mills. Coach, before we get to questions, would you just give us some thoughts on the game?
Yeah, one, just a salute to Rice. I mean, Travis Evie and Max Fielder, you can just see by their numbers. I mean, up until Travis missed those last two shots, he was 5 for 6. The last one was just a heave. And then Max Fielder with 12 assists. It's just a really good basketball team. Very proud of our group. The level of energy is probably indicated by the 18 offensive rebounds. And sometimes when you come into this game, you have an idea about whether your guys are excited to play just through their energy and effort. And I thought it was that case. It wasn't a defensive clinic by us by any means, but I thought we did two things really well, is the O-glass and had contributions from a number of people. And then to be able to have 22 assists on 35 buckets versus just the 6 turnovers is a tribute to just, intellectually what our guys were trying to get done.
Thank you, Coach. We'll start with questions if we have some in the room here. Please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win today. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Memphis, obviously 2-0 against you guys this year, but you did have them on the ropes at their place. What kind of comes to mind when you think of that matchup?
One, they're a really good team. I mean, they've got multiple pieces. They're obviously playing really well. I think any time of year, especially when it's March, you're just excited to play. So we're excited to play Memphis.
And we're joined on the podium by 2 players, Ronnie DeGray III and Colby Rogers. Go ahead.
Coach, the energy at the start, maybe a little troubling. You guys get down 13. What was there anything that flipped? What did you see that just really changed the rest of that half?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it on the plus-minus side, I thought it flipped when Ronnie came in. I mean, if you look at the numbers, Ronnie's a plus 20, and there was a 35-point difference between Dalen and Ronnie, and so I thought Ronnie came in, there was physicality, and by no means at all am I saying anything negative about Dalen, but I just thought Ronnie's energy and how he was able to dial in. Ronnie's blessed with a number of physical gifts, and I thought he was able to use them out there, specifically in some switching opportunities. And then I'll tell you the other thing, especially late, when X got in the game, I thought our guard-to-guard switches were really good. They were able to get 2 back doors to open the game and ended up in an and-one opportunity. But I thought Colby and Harlan did phenomenal job on the guard-to-guard switches, and then I thought Ronnie's ability to switch and then his physicality was kind of the switch. So when we had that lineup in, which is pretty much all we played the last 5 minutes of the game, and then if you look at those runs, that was the lineup that was in. But it's a tribute to guard-to-guard switches and then Ronnie's physicality.
For the players, I just asked Coach about tomorrow's matchup. Obviously, you guys were up double digits on Memphis at their place. Play for your season, so you're going to be motivated regardless, but knowing that you might have let that one slip away, is there any extra motivation for this matchup?
I wouldn't say extra motivation. It's just, I think the most motivation is just that it's March. I mean, it's win or go home at this point. I don't know how much more motivation you need if that's, what's on the line. But, I mean, we're excited to go against anybody they put in front of us, no matter who it is. So, it's another opportunity to go out there and give it our all and try to get a win.
Right in the front.
Yeah, Coach, 4 points the first 5-6 minutes, and then you guys score 20 of the last 23 possessions, 48 points on 23 possessions. So just what stands out to just that incredible run you guys had on offense in the first half?
One, I mean, we were able to make some shots, but if you look at it, I thought Kenny established himself there in the paint and was able to get a number of shots around the rim. Bijan was able to get downhill and additionally make some layups. And then, you had offensive rebound putbacks right there in high foul areas. And so even when KP left, because his interior presence really vaulted us. But I thought Quincy came in and got old board opportunities and putbacks, got one from a Bijan assist. So I thought all of it. And then, Colby made a shot late. Ronnie was making threes there in the first half. And so I just thought we were taking good shots and we were aggressive. But I thought what catapulted it was Kenny's job around the rim that gave us. When you do that, teams have to squeeze it a little bit more, and it opened up perimeter shots for these guys to my left.
Hi, Colby. I heard that you broke the school record for most three-pointers in a season earlier in the first half. Kind of like, what does that mean to you? How did that help you, continue this game? I know it got a little bit tough there in the second half, but you guys really pulled through in the second half, and you had 2 3-pointers back to back. So what was that like?
Well, I didn't know I broke the school record till you just told me.
That's awesome.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to, be in the record books for something. It's a tribute to all the people that have helped me along the way and all the hard work, I put in, and the coaches that helped me, my parents. It's a tribute to them. So just be able to do it, Wichita State is a blessing, especially sitting out last year and then, having to wait, and then coming in this year and having a pretty good year, and team around me that, has confidence in me, wants me to keep shooting. So it feels good. I didn't know till just now, but yeah, it feels good.
Right in front again.
Colby, take me through the last 3 that you made, kind of the dagger, looked like just that exit screenplay that you guys run. Tell me about how you prepare yourself to take that shot and what you're looking for coming off that screen.
I work on those type of shots all the time, and then, with 5-on-0, it's just being locked in, being dialed in to knowing that, most teams will probably follow me on that, but if they don't, to be ready to shoot, and they gave me a half a second. I forget who passed. Was you pass it?
I screened.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Great screen by Ronnie. I forgot who passed it, but X gave me a good pass. And just being ready to shoot, having confidence in the shot, shooting it with confidence, and, just trying to put my team in the best position to win. And it fortunately went in for us and gave us a kind of a good lead going into the last possession of the game. But yeah, just coming off ready to shoot, and, all the other 4 guys doing their job as well, making sure the defense, guards it a certain way that will allow me to get open.
I'll add something to Colby's comment. We changed that play in the middle of it, and that's a tribute to these guys to be able to execute that on the fly.
What was the change?
We called a different play, and then with about 16 seconds to go, we called a different one, and that's pretty impressive. And I've been around these guys enough to. Colby values IQ. He'll tell you that's what he wants one day when he's coaching, to have players with high IQ. But for us to execute that, specifically Colby, to make the reads, to make the screen, to make the pass in the middle of a play in that environment speaks volumes.
You have another one?
You kind of touched on just Ronnie's impact on this game. Probably goes beyond the box score even. I put up great stats, but just tell me about what are the little things that he does that just swing games and really impact winning?
Yeah, I would tell you that one of the things that Ronnie's very astute. He kind of knows personnel really well, and he knows when to get the ball out of somebody's hands and make somebody else make a play. We didn't know how naturally gifted he was. He just had an inclination to do it. So we had to scheme something into our process in order to make sure we could take advantage of it. But those are things probably that don't ever show up. At the end of the day, that was a screen assist that he gave Colby on that exit screen play. He's going to do all of those things. We put him in a shake action late that I don't know we've ever ran before. Never with him, and we had him on a go in order to go get a paint touch finish, and he was able to make plays around the paint, and then, I thought he shot the ball with confidence, and when it wasn't falling, he was doing different things. So there's a lot that shows up, but intellectually he's really good at knowing what his assignment is and fulfilling it.
You got another one? Sure, right up front.
And just the record for Colby. I mean, I think he has, it was like 23 the last 4 games. Just tell me about how impactful he's been, and just to have that kind of record. Just kind of speak more on just the impact he's had this year for you guys.
Yeah, I tell you, I expected Colby to make 7 threes a game, so only making 5.5 the last. He's kind of underselling his ability. But again, I think that the footwork that's required in order to generate shots. I've mentioned to these guys, I've been blessed to be around a lot of really good players, and what you realize is the most faithful win. The guys that just show up every day. And to Colby's credit, I mean, Colby is in the gym, and that's how this stuff works. The people that put in the time usually showcases itself. And so the fact that he was able to, given the prestigious, rich history at Wichita State, to be the all-time in a season, I'm happy for Colby, because it's a testament to his work.
Chuck, we have anybody on Zoom?
I know Matthews, you're standing by for Rice. If you have anything for Wichita State, feel free to raise hand. Otherwise, we'll kick it back to the room.
Okay,
All right, seeing none.
okay. One more?
And just Ronnie, just tell me about just your mindset, season on the line. Looked like you came out with an aggressive mentality. Just what was it like playing today, and did it feel like something a little extra with the season on the line?
Nah, I feel like, each and every day just to go out there and compete. I think today, Coach Mills told me last game I wasn't as aggressive as I could have been. So I took that to heart, just to be aggressive and, take what the defense gives me. When I thought today, just shooting the ball, just shot a lot with confidence. And even when they closed out hard, just play off 2 and make plays for my guys or even for myself. But, at the end of the day, just going out there and competing, I'm not ready to go home yet.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Players.